$470 for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a business, enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business, and of course, you can help spread the word about the power of a good nutritional supplement program. You can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, or you can click on the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com. There's also a shopping cart up with all the longevity products, including the Jordan Rubin Beyond Organic products, the Swear V, and the Amasai. If you're interested in checking out a fast, if you've listened to us talking about intermittent fasting, which is one of the best ways to hit the reset button if you're dealing with a whole bunch of digestive or a whole bunch of degenerative kinds of conditions, hitting the reset button by doing a fast, a 1 or 2 day or even a 3 day fast is a great idea. If you don't think you can handle a full-blown fast, sip on the Swear V or the Amasai, which are two wonderful probiotic-enriched beverages. The Swear V has got great minerals in it, and the Amasai is kind of like a kefir beverage sort of drink, and wonderfully filling and satisfying. Great for snacking between meals, and also great if you're trying to fast, but you don't want to go. You can't go for a full day without anything. You can sip on the Swear V or the Amasai. You can find out all about that at brightsideben.com. Pull down on the shopping cart. You'll see all the Beyond Organic products. You'll see all the longevity products, and Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Healthy Start Pack, the Ultimate Enzymes, the Z-Radical. All the products we talk about are at brightsideben.com, or you can call 866-735-2470, and they can tell you all about it. All right, we are talking wound healing. I've gotten a lot of letters from my wound healing cream. I sent out about 100 samples yesterday. Quite a bit more to send out. If you're interested in checking out my wound healing cream, you're going to have to give me a week or two to send it out to you. It's made with omega-6s and vitamin C and cholesterol, topical cholesterol, which actually has some great wound healing properties. And I'm sending out free samples. You can shoot me an email, ben@ksco.com. Make sure you put your address in a way that I can cut and paste your address right from your letter or from your email to my label program. That way I don't have to type up all your addresses and I can just cut and paste. So just put it like an address style, name and then address on 3 lines, so I can cut and paste. Anyway, if you're interested in checking that out, you can send me an email, ben@ksco.com. Okay, so we're talking wound healing, which is really basically a type of healing. It's basically building. It's basically the same thing as dealing with any kind of degenerative crisis. A wound is like a degenerative issue. Instead of regenerating, I should say a slow-healing wound or a non-healing wound is like a degenerative condition. Also, if you just are in surgery or you burn yourself or cut yourself, these are strategies that you can use. And again, if you have any degenerative health issue, these are strategies. All the things we've talked about in the last couple of weeks are strategies you can use. Last we spoke yesterday, we were talking about DHEA, which is a really, really cool substance. It's not a nutritional substance. It's more of a hormone. Some people will call it a pre-hormone, meaning it gets converted into active hormones. But DHEA has got a lot of its own activity. It's super well-researched. It's one of the most well-researched of all supplements. I consider DHEA to be the quintessential anti-aging, non-nutritional supplement. It's not one of the mighty 90 nutrients, but it is powerfully anti-aging, even if it's not one of the mighty 90 essential nutrients. Nonetheless, by adding a daily dose to your nutritional protocol, especially if you're over the age of 45 or 50, this can be one of the smartest moves you can make in terms of longevity, in terms of vitality, in terms of sexual performance, in terms of your immune system, in terms of weight loss. It's one of the most powerful weight loss supplements you could ever take. It's very safe in small amounts, even larger amounts. There's not a lot of toxicity. If you do take too much, you might break out a little bit or have oily skin issues. Men who take too much may experience a little bit of hair loss. Women who take too much may experience something called hirsutism, which is when you get body hair or facial hair. So you don't want to take too much, but certainly 1 milligram a day, 5 milligrams a day, 10 milligrams a day is not too much. You can also have your DHEA levels tested and then dose yourself accordingly. If you have a slow-healing wound, if you're older, if you have a slow-healing wound and you're older, if you have a slow-healing wound and you're older and you're a diabetic, or even if you don't have a wound, you just want to support your youth and vitality, you want to lose weight, you want to support your immune system and your blood sugar metabolism. DHEA is wonderful for diabetics, helps support blood sugar metabolism. You should probably consider getting yourself on a small dose of DHEA. As I said, a good place to start is maybe 1 milligram a day or 5 milligrams a day. You can get up to 10 milligrams a day. Some people take 50 milligrams a day, although I don't recommend anywhere near that much. And as I say, you might want to have your DHEA levels checked before you begin. and then periodically every 6 to 12 months or so to make sure that you're not taking too much or you're getting enough DHEA. You can also use DHEA in a topical cream as well. DHEA will penetrate through that surface of the skin, the stratum corneum, the raincoat on the top of the skin. Remember, the skin has a kind of coating on the surface that you can think of as a very, 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 very thin fingernail. It's made up of the same material as your fingernail or the outside of your hair, a hard protein called keratin, which is the same kind of protein that's in horses' hooves or rhinoceros horns. You basically have a rhinoceros horn on the surface of your skin, although it's very thin, about 1/10 as thick as a piece of paper. This layer protects the lower tissues, and it keeps water-soluble material from getting into the skin. But fatty material, that'll get in through the stratum corneum, and DHEA gets in through the stratum corneum very effectively, and you can use DHEA in a topical cream. One of the advantages, well, there's a couple advantages to using DHEA in a topical cream over taking it orally. First of all, it goes right into the blood if you take it orally. If you apply it on the skin, it goes right into the blood. If you take it orally, then it's got to go through the digestive system, and it's got to get processed in the liver. But if you put it right on the skin, it goes right through into the blood. Also, you get a kind of slower release when you use DHEA in a cream, a sustained release. The DHEA kind of travels into the blood in a slower, more controlled fashion. When you take a DHEA capsule, it goes through your digestive system, goes into your blood, goes into your liver, and then it gets your blood levels of DHEA spike. They go up really high, and then they drop. They spike, and then they drop. If you put it on a cream, if you put your DHEA on your skin in the cream, you get a slow, sustained release, and you may be able to bypass side effects when you use it topically, side effects which can be caused by taking too much of an oral dose. Then there's another form of DHEA which has been in the news in the last 10 years, 15 years or so. It's called 7-keto DHEA. We'll call it 7-keto. That's its nickname. 7-keto is not converted into hormones like DHEA is. DHEA is converted into estrogen, and it's converted into testosterone. So if you're thinking about hormone replacement therapy, DHEA supplementation may allow you to bypass toxic hormone replacement therapy. Make no mistake about it. Estrogen is a toxic hormone in a sense if you're not processing it correctly. Estrogen has to be broken down. It requires healthy digestion. It requires probiotics. It requires healthy fat digestion, a healthy liver. If estrogen is not processed correctly, toxic forms of estrogen can be produced. Same with testosterone. If testosterone is not processed correctly, something called DHT, which can have negative effects on the body, can be produced. But if you use 7-keto DHEA, you can prevent the formation of excess estrogen and excess testosterone, which can form these toxic metabolites. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 855-660-4261 is our number. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back.
This GCN program brought to you by Numana Storable Foods. With the launch of our new Defender Pack, we've officially changed food storage forever. Go to PowerPrepper.com right now and invest in a revolutionary Defender Pack today. That's PowerPrepper.com.
Teenagers like me used to think our parents were just weird because they put their phones and computers inside those flimsy little fake leather cases. Then my folks both got a Block-It Pocket. Mom knows it keeps her safe from the phone's radiation. Dad knows it keeps his information private. I like my Block-It Pocket because it blocks hacking and tracking. Awesome! BlockItPocket.com has other cool stuff too. Guess my parents aren't so weird. Get your Block-It Pocket at BlockItPocket.com.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Whoa! This is big! By popular demand, the Freeze Dry Guy's giant factory authorized sale has been extended. Now through August, save 30 to 45% on number 10 cans of high quality Mountain House freeze dry foods from the Freeze Dry Guy. Now's the time to stock up on all factory fresh stock of the finest, best tasting, longest proven shelf life foods in the industry at giant savings of 30 to 45%. But hurry, supplies are limited, so this sale is only through the end of August. Call 866-404-3663 888-666-0663. Free shipping to the lower 48 states. Click freezedryguide.com or call 866-404-3663. That's freezedryguide.com. Hurry! The Giant Factory authorized Mountain House sale with savings of 30 to 45% is extended through August from the Freeze Dry Guy, the finest freeze-dried and dehydrated foods available anywhere for long-term storage. For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the field is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to ProFlowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the top right corner and enter code PLOW. That's ProFlowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for joining us. Our number today is 855-660-4261. If you've got questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your medications and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you. 855-660-4261 is our number, and we've got lines open for you. If you have questions about the longevity products, or if you have questions about formulations or skincare, we can help you. 855-660-4261 is our number. We'll get your calls here in just a sec. I want to just say a couple more things about DHEA and 7-keto DHEA. Or 7-keto, as we'll be calling it. Let's see, DHEA is converted into other hormones, especially estrogen and testosterone. And estrogen and testosterone, in turn, are broken down into other breakdown products, or metabolites, as they're called. And some of the metabolites of estrogen, especially, and also testosterone, can have some toxicity. And when it comes to estrogen, some of the metabolites can cause problems with fibers and fibrosis and blood clotting as well. And there is a lot of literature that is suggestive of toxicity associated with hormone replacement therapy and with estrogen in general. If you want to use DHEA, but you're concerned about estrogen or concerned about testosterone or excess estrogen or excess testosterone, think about 7-keto DHEA. 7-keto is not converted into other steroid hormones like DHEA, so you don't have to deal with any estrogen toxicity or even testosterone toxicity. By the way, have you seen these commercials now